going. Oh, what's up, Ray? Welcome back to another episode of Passport Cruise Travel. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about none other than Summerfest. Man, this festival was dummy lit, man. It was probably one of the major festivals I went to in South Africa. It was specifically in Cape Town. They have festivals all the time. Like they have like a super huge weed festival, a bunch of like art festivals, food festivals, and all these other things. But let's keep it G. My Sands love to party. They love it, man. So at the beginning of this festival, man, you go in and you check in just like any other place in the world, man. Now, this footage was shot on my phone because at the time I did not have DJI, so it may be a little shaky in some parts, but I'm pretty sure I did pretty well with editing that out. Anyways, so, man, you check in, you get a wristband, and the wristband allows you to party all night because this thing was like 2-3 days. I obviously didn't stay up 24 hours to, attend to this event, but I think once you walked out with the wristband on, they took it from you. Because I remember when I actually finally left, it was some kids outside and they was like, hey, please, can we just have your wristband? Can we just have your wristband so we can get in or whatever? It was something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something in that nature. But anyways, man, I'm going to have to say this was the first time me going to an event this big where it wasn't black people. So I felt like this was the equivalent of Rand's Cape Town. And if you haven't been to Rand's, oh my God, that is super dope. That's probably one of the dopest clubs, or I don't even know what you would call it because it's all outside. It's like an outside club, but it's probably one of the dopest experiences I've ever had. Rand's is unbeatable, man. Like, I done been to some dope places in South Africa, but Rand's, that's just on a whole nother level. Now, why I always compare South Africa to a lot of other countries? Because South Africa is, in fact, my favorite country abroad. You know what I mean? I'm American, but South Africa is home at heart. I compare South Africa up there to Japan. Everybody know my Japan stories, man. I do a lot of story times and stuff like that. But South Africa party scene is just about as equal to Japan's. International people from all over the world come to party in South Africa, come to visit, eat, experience the culture. Very, very, very touristy area. I know I get all the time in the comments, no matter how many videos I drop, no matter how many shorts I drop, does not matter. There's always somebody in the comments. Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? I think at this point they just trolls. They gotta be. They gotta be, man. But nonetheless, man, this place was super dope. It was like an outside venue, multiple different ones. At that, like, so one area was playing like this type of music and this area was playing this type of music, and then you can go on the inside where they had this little function at right here, which was also crazy and wild. It was a bit different than my normal taste because I typically listen to my piano and hip-hop. This place was playing like a lot of pop and I guess techno or house music, disco. I don't know what you would call it, but it's a lot of that Jersey Shore type music. If you ever watched that show back in like the 2000s or whatever, early 2000s. But yeah, man, it was super, super dope. Like, now you got to remember this thing was like 3 days straight. So there are parts in the video where people are just standing around, but you got to remember everybody has been partying all night. It started like probably like around 6, and then for like the next 3 days, man, it was super, super lit, man. The drinks was on point. Everybody was smacked out of their mind, man, just enjoying the vibes, the festivities. Yet again, no fighting, no shooting, no stabbings. You had a lot of drunk guys bumping into you and stuff like that. But, that just comes with the territory. So, did I feel out of place since, as you can see in the video, majority of the people are European and like whitewashed colored folks? Not really, man. I felt like, there was other black or seemed like other nationalities of African in there. That some of the guys got really dark or whatever. So I didn't feel really out of place now. But I mean, they did play some, how the DJs will mix like a hip hop song with like some new age techno stuff or whatever. So they played a few songs that I actually did know. But the dress code was like casual, man. A lot of people wearing button ups and shorts. You ever been to like a what we call the white boy parties back in the day when they had like the long collared shirt with the shorts on and the Vans, or the what was those shoes, the flip flops they used to wear back in the day, the rainbows. The thong sandal slides on. This is what it reminded me of. You know, back in my high school days, man, I used to go to a lot of the white boy parties, man, and, you know, serve them up, if you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah, man, this is what it reminded me of, man. It was a vibe. It was a lot of Indians, whites, and even some blacks out there, man. So it was definitely something to experience. This is obviously a summer vibe thing, but their summer is cold compared to ours, man. I mean, when it's summer in the States, it's cold over there. So it was a bit nippy at nighttime. Would I do it again, though? Probably not. It was something to experience once, and then, you know, I can say I did it. It was a cool little vibe and stuff like that. But, man, you know, I like to be around my people, man. I feel like, you know, just our energy in one room makes the whole night way better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is personally, but when we all together, whether it's a bad, you know, something happened bad at the end of the night, like maybe we leaving the club and dudes start fighting or shooting or whatever, still the vibe still be nice enough to where I'm just like, man, you know what I mean? Like, man, I gotta do that again. We always talking about how hood clubs be so, oh man, they always shooting, they always doing this, but we go back every weekend. And that's the vibe, you know, that's just the vibe of the people, man. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to all my new subs, all my new Pookies and Ray Rays, and I can't forget my Pookishas. What's up, boo-boo? It get cold in these streets. Bundle up.